trouble getting to the end.
Yeah, no kidding. Look at my 20 points. I mean, foul. Oh, lane violation. They can't go any slower. What up?
Doing your job up here?
Yeah.
Well, we're trying to get to the job part. We're not there yet.
Long game, huh?
These 3 minutes I've been like,
Yeah.
Strangobritson's roughing.
he always does.
Does he?
Yeah.
You should have limp brushed your back or you got dog hair all over you. All right, do your job.
You know.
Oh, come on, guys.
5, 6 seconds. Don't even foul. Foul. Thank you.
Oh, and we're doing Teacher Appreciation Night. We're not starting right away.
Oh my gosh. That's gonna be another 10 minutes. Kidding me.
Teacher Appreciation Night.
I thought, why wouldn't they do that at halftime? Do it at halftime.
Thank you, Mr. So-and-so, for not flunking me. did the girls' game at Pacelli on Tuesday. Pacelli and Greenwood. Very, very low quality of play. Hard to watch. Didn't go down easy.
All right, test. Check. Welcome to the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Boys basketball on a Friday night on Zaleski Sports. I'm Chris Conley. Glad you're with us here. The Evergreens come in riding a 4-game winning streak, and you know what? It's important that they not look ahead. Everest in second place in the Valley Conference, looking forward to a rematch against Marshfield over at their place, and that's the last Friday of the month. But the game is only meaningful if you don't stumble between now and then. So we'll see if the Evergreens can get their business taken care of with the Merrill Blue Jays today. Blue Jays come in with a 5-5 record. They're 2-2 in conference. They're in fourth place. So they've split their opponents in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Teams ahead of them are the aforementioned Marshfield Tigers, the Evergreens, and the Smash Panthers. Teams behind Merrill are Wisconsin Rapids, Wausau East, and Wausau West. Tell me if you believe in this or not. Do you believe in common opponents, that you can tell how the game is going to go by how these teams have done when they've played the same opponents? Well, if you buy into that theory, and not everybody does, the arrow points towards DC Everest tonight. In fact, these teams have 3 common opponents: Spash, Chi-Hi, and Wausau East. The Evergreens have wins against all 3 of those teams, and the Merrill Blue Jays have losses against all 3 of those teams. By and large, Merrill's wins have come against lower level competition. Played a smaller school, Ashland, for their last victory. The Evergreens on this 4-game winning streak started out with Shawano, Wausau West. Last seen, winners over Chippewa Falls, where the Evergreens had a 15-point lead. Got down to 4 points before the Evergreens righted the ship down the stretch. We are sponsored tonight by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Loans, leases, crop insurance, tax, and records, they have you covered. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. We are starting a little bit late tonight. The JV game, Evergreens won it 59-36, but they didn't get the memo that you're not supposed to foul in a double-digit game down the stretch. So it took a little while to get the clock down to all zeros. And then between games, Faculty Appreciation Day, where the Everest varsity and JV got to bring out their favorite teachers and salute them before the game got underway. Our shoot-around will be wrapping up soon, and then our Zaleski sports coverage. DC Everest boys basketball against Merrill will get underway. We'll be back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
At Auto Select, we have one goal: to be your choice for repair, service, and tires.
We know how important your vehicle is to you. That's why we put your needs first. Our employees are not just well trained to fix your vehicle, they're skilled in providing the very best in customer service and exceeding expectations. Get the trusted service you deserve, as well as free loaner vehicles, 3% Auto Select rewards, and a nationwide warranty at our 11 convenient locations.
At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties, and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
At Blanker Construction, the focus is on building something great. Find a personable experience that understands your needs, followed by a customized interior and exterior design. Our project managers, carpenters, and designers on site are hard at work with only one goal in mind: building you the home of your dreams. When you're ready to build your new forever home, look to Blanker Construction, your custom home builder serving all of central Wisconsin. Find your inspiration online at blankerco.com or stop in on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Build something great with Blanker Construction.
The pregame shoot-around is just about over, and basketball will be underway shortly. I'm Chris Conley. Let's spend a moment more on Faculty Appreciation Day, because I was joking. I said, back in my high school days, my favorite faculty member, I picked the teacher who was closest to flunking me so I could keep playing. It's nothing to do with who's giving me the best grades, who's going to give me the worst grades, because you need a favor, right? Well, we're joking about that, but this DC Everest boys basketball team GPA starts with a 3, so that's good. 3.7, not too shabby. Now, not nearly as smart are student musicians, because they all came back to a central Wisconsin winter. But a week and a half ago, they were performing in Pasadena, California. Boy, I would have found a way to stay there. The playlist this year is disco-fied, some of Chris Conley's greatest hits. We have Shake a Tail Feather and Think. the Vicky Sue Robinson Classic Turn the Beat Around, and Funky Town. You know who did Funky Town? Give you a moment to go through the musical files. Lips Incorporated, very good. Give yourself a gold star if you got it right. Evergreens are in the home white green numerals. Merrill Blue Jays in the bright blue with the white numerals and red trim. Teams line up in front of their bench or across the foul line. Let's go down to Joe Finnegan and our DC Everest pep band for the national anthem. One of the things that'll be interesting tonight is that the vibe is different. This is a conference game. It's a much larger crowd. I mean, when we had Chippewa Falls in here Tuesday, it's an hour and a half away, kind of a smaller crowd. Merrill's just, 15 minutes away, so everybody's here. Carter Batty, a junior. Braden Piper. Corey Page, sophomore, to start. There's Tyson Gilch. And Tracy Moots for the visiting Blue Jays, who need a win against a team that's accomplished more to stay above 500. For the Evergreens, senior Connor McFarland. Junior Colin Ebersold, who was hot from behind the circle when last played. There's all everything Marcus Hall, 28 in the Tuesday win against Chippewa Falls. Cohen Preby and Casey Studeman. Arlen Sangster's pumped up today. Arlen gave the Evergreens some good minutes just before the first half came to an end when the team was playing Tuesday. His favorite teacher, football coach and math teacher, Luke Coonan, a fine choice. I know him as Coach Coonan. He'll be retiring at the end of the school year, so saw Coach Coonan before the game. Love the time that we get to spend together during the football season. Closing out the couple of months of a fine athletic and academic career. Congratulations, Luke Coonan. Whistle sounds, balls in the air. Let's light this candle. Evergreens will possess first. Here's Connor McFarland. Blue Jays show man-to-man, kind of soft. You've got to see how they're going to play Marcus Hall. They've got the sophomore Corey Page on Marcus Hall, and the Evergreens, I think, would like that matchup. Ebersold here. Hall flashed through, didn't get the ball to him. And the Evergreens have a turnover on the opening possession. I mean, if you could pick one thing that you'd like the Evergreens to clean up on, it's probably fewer turnovers. Turnovers in the second half just leaves the door open for your opponents. Blue Jays pop a quick three, high arcing off the back rim for Braden Piper. Marcus Hall gets the rebound. Blue Jays are back defensively. Open three, McFarland round and out. Studeman can't grab it from Tyson Gilch. Gilch with the board for the Blue Jays. I know that Merrill has that very small local radio station that still does the games. Line drive too strong for Carter Batty. Long rebound comes out to Page, and they're going to reset. open for a three from the wing, no good. So both teams are cold. It's a Gilch miss. Priebe gets the rebound for Everest. Yeah, I would imagine there are a lot of Merrill fans who are enjoying the video presentation from Zaleski Sports. Glad you're here. There's the first points of the game. Cohen Priebe from the wing. So it took us a while to break 0-0. Blue Jays 0 for 4 to open the ball game. And now a little gun-shy is Tracy Moots. See, the Moots family, there always seems to be a Moots on this Blue Jays team from way back. 2 full steps behind the arc, and it's an air ball for Braden Piper. Yeah, that's Troy Moots who's playing today. He's a senior. So I wonder, are there other Mootses? Mootses? Moots. Yeah. Are there other Moots in the pipeline? Evergreen solve, full court pressure. Marcus Hall down low to Studeman, low blocks. Spins to the rim, scores. Studeman fed by Marcus Hall. 5-0. Before the game, I spied with my broadcaster's eye. Marcus Hall's family is here. Mom is just below our broadcast location. Cheering hard, got a whistle, got a travel. Turned over to the Evergreens. So the Blue Jays are in danger of going the first 3 minutes without scoring. Former Everest girls basketball coach Matt Bullis. Lauren Anklam Bullis also in the house with the cutest kid you ever saw. I understand that in the Bullis house that they use up a lot of broadband watching our Zaleski sports broadcasts. It's bookmarked for sure. You'd kind of like the Evergreens to be up by more. I mean, Merrill is off to a slow start. They're not hitting from the outside, haven't been careful with the ball, and here it is just 5-0 at the 15-minute mark. Drive in, runner, missing everything. Corey Page goes out of bounds to the Evergreens. Full court pressure. Priebe over to McFarland. Looking to trap here, so they get to Marcus Hall in the middle. 3-on-2 if the Evergreens hurry. Baseline, 3, tough shot, too strong. Rebound for Tyson Gilch. Ebersold's miss, Gilch's rebound. Again, I mean, the Evergreens don't have a 0, but the Evergreens have also been off to a slow start tonight. Faking, driving, Moots back out, 3, and Merrill finally gets something to go down. Carter Batty. And you see, there it is. Blue Jays were ice cold. They don't score until 4 minutes into the game, and just like that, it's 5-3, so no advantage for the Evergreens and a travel. Cade Felch, our fabulous freshman, comes in. Connor McFarland goes out. As I survey the floor, I'm not sure how I feel about the turquoise basketball shoes. That's Carter Batty's look. Batty's got the ball right now. Fade away to tie the game. Yes, sir. Tyson Gilch, 5-5. And a turnover, a basket, and a foul, and it's our first lead change of the night. Carter Batty has scored, and he'll get back to the free throw line to shoot one more. Out goes Cohen Priebe, who committed the foul. Free throw no good. Blue Jays are on an 8-0 run. And that is a bump. Yeah, Carter Batty gets called for the foul. Defensive player had no position there, so that's an easy call. Here's Felch, the freshman. You know, with the close cropped hair, I mean, he looks like a freshman. Just looks younger than everybody else. Down low, Studeman back out, gets the man in the air, driving in, losing the handle. Evergreens recover. Ebersol looks to drive in to the rim, challenge, no good, and the Evergreens are still stuck on 8. You know, towards the middle stages of the season, driving to the rim, Evergreens weren't back on defense, and the runner is no good. Ebersol, that's poked away from behind, and Marcus Hall didn't realize there was a player behind him. Yeah, Ebersol has been willing to go in among the bigs, not just settling for the outside shot. You know, if the Blue Jays score here, the Evergreens may be in line for an early timeout. Open 3, no good. Up goes Studeman for the rebound for the Evergreens. See if they can get off the schneid here. So put the ball in the hands of your best player. Marcus Hall brings it up. Ebersol. Hall outside the circle. Looks to drive in, double team. Got his man up in the air and now wiggles in and misses at the rim. Ball's loose. Evergreens get it back. And backcourt violation? I don't know about that. I think Felch established in the front court. Out goes Marcus Hall. In goes Arlen Sangster. So Hall, who has not scored so far in this game, will just get to watch how things are unfolding from the bench. Long 3, back bracket. Loose along the baseline and gathered in. Moots back out for a 3. That's a bad shot too. Corey Page missed by a lot. And Sangster produces a board. First trip down the floor. Owen Sayol now. It's a clear out if Sayol was willing to move to his right. Felch, 3, arcing from the rafters, no good. Studeman with an offensive rebound. Yeah, the Evergreens now have not scored in 4 minutes, and they've just turned the ball over on another travel. Zachary Jones will come in. Ebersol comes out. To me, the Evergreens are just looking for the right combination right now. We're sponsored by Heartland Farms. Nobody knows potatoes like Heartland Farms, with roots in Amherst, now based in Hancock. They're a 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm. 3 ball here. That was no good. You could tell right off his hands. Loose on the baseline, out of bounds. Going to be to, I think the referee pointed the wrong direction. I think they're saying Everest ball. Yeah, Everest ball. Heartland Farms produces many varieties of chipping potatoes and is currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. The best in the potato business. Learn more at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. Studeman loses the handle to the rim, and scoring is Corey Page. And the Evergreens will indeed take a timeout. Blue Jays were super cold to start the game, but now it's the Evergreens who are having trouble scoring. They trail 10-5. Back in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at Maida Custom.
So is something afoot here tonight? Halfway through the first half. Streaky game for sure. Merrill's got the full court press on, and the Evergreens haven't handled it all that well. Zachary Jones breaks it into the front court. Ahead to Arlen Sangster. Now Sayol, extra pass down low and got kind of tangled up there, so Studeman goes back out. Felch with the ball. Sayol now, clear out, extra pass. Sangster wasn't expecting it, and it's a jump ball. Arrow to the Blue Jays. And the Evergreens looking for another combination. Jaden Zoich is in. Arlen Sangster's out. And here comes big Johnny Handlin for the Blue Jays. I would think at a football game, if it's 4th and short, I'm going right behind Handlin. Yes? Yes. Under 11 to go in the first half. So again, this is a mix and match lineup for the Evergreens now. Marcus Hall's been out for kind of an extended period. Long cross-court baseline three. That's from behind the backboard. And getting tangled up there is Moots and Studeman. And the ball will go over to the Evergreens. Marcus Hall's break is over. Studeman out, Hall in. So Zoich and Jones still on the floor for the Evergreens. So this is kind of a deep bench in this spot. Marcus Hall doesn't have the ball, but he's kind of directing traffic, and another turnover. 3-ball arcing, and the friendliest roll for Carter Batty, who now has 8, and it is a 13-0 run for the Blue Jays. Again, I want something for Marcus Hall in this spot. Put the ball into the hands of the best player. Hall, baseline driving in, scores. You bet. Yeah, Coach Conley sees that exactly the right way. So Hall breaks what was, wow, that was a 5-minute drought. And why right now is the clock not running? Okay, it is now. Our scoreboard clock was stuck on 10 minutes. Got an offensive foul on the Blue Jays. Make sure everything is administratively okay. It is. Carter Batty, the leading scorer, has just picked up his second foul. Let's see, does Batty go over to the bench? Indeed, he does. Corey Page comes back in. Page was one of the starters. Evergreens put Priebe back in. Priebe is a good ball handler. The Evergreens want to cut down on the turnovers here. Priebe to the front court. Now over to McFarland. Yeah, Zachary Jones knows that's really not his shot to take. We've got a whistle away from the ball. There's going to be a hold on the Blue Jays. Merrill's bench not happy about that. Corey Page, his first, third on the team. The Evergreens inbound underneath, looking to inch a little bit closer. Priebe guarded closely. Over to Marcus Hall. Hall with Braden Piper on him. Cross-court pass. Back out to Hall. Hall gets a third touch. Open three. McFarland had the feet set, and he hits Connor McFarland. So yeah, in this streaky game, the Evergreens have it back within one possession at the 9-minute mark. Not sure how much ball handling we want from Johnny Hanlon. Hanlon to the rim. Yeah, that's not the look we're looking for. Connor McFarland takes the ball away. Ahead down at the other end. Miss. No good. Hall rebound. Hall tried to put that back on the Zoich miss, and they're going to say 2 shots for Marcus Hall. Basketball is brought to you by Crystal Finishing Systems, a family-owned business, now hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations. They have openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and more. Join the Crystal Finishing team, crystalfinishing.com. Johnny Hanlon committed the foul. Marcus Hall's got one more free throw coming up. See, no panic for these Evergreens. It's a 1-point game. Evergreens are looking to trap. Cross-court pass. In trouble and a timeout. Evergreens pleading for a travel. They'll award the Blue Jays a timeout first. We're brought to you by Stewart Optical. Check out Stewart Optical at Union Station, Wausau for your eye care and eyewear needs. They're open 5 days a week with monthly specials and instant savings on contact lenses. Most insurance plans accepted. Schedule your exam now at Stewart Optical. 1-point game, 8:19 to go in the first half. Back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
In any business, you ride the line between numbers and people. It takes balance. CLA, CPAs, consultants, and wealth advisors. We'll get you there.
Your Clifton Larson Allen office is in Wausau, Stevens Point, Marshfield, and CLAconnect.com.
Friday night at the DC Everest Fieldhouse. My name's Chris Conley, voice of the Evergreens. Yeah, we're looking forward to the last Friday of the month when the Evergreens and Marshfield Tigers, number 1 and number 2, have a rematch. It's over at Marshfield's place. Evergreens almost sent that game here into overtime. A miss at the buzzer. The Evergreens came up 3 points short. Tigers had a win earlier this week over Spash. Again, the Evergreens cannot have a cheap loss if they want to try and take down the Marshfield Tigers. Marshfield's the defending conference champion. Troy Moots with a miss. Marcus Hall with the rebound. Off the screen while Preby was open, decided not to pop it. Hall, foul line extended, stripped. If it wasn't stripped, it was going to be a travel. Back the other way, basket and a foul. Corey Page scores and will get to the free throw line. Page has 4. Fleet Farm's Auto Service Center can get your car ready for winter. Rotate your tires, get your battery tested, buy wiper blades, and have them installed. Everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Zachary Jones is called for the foul, and Marcus Hall, for a second time in the first half, is over to the bench. Zoich comes back in. That's a miss. Zoich gets the rebound. Three-point lead for the tie. Preby too strong. Rebound to Croy Waller. And turned over. This will let the Evergreens get Studeman back in the game. Zoich out, Studeman in. Back to the Evergreens, trailing by 3, and there's nobody that fills up the bucket from outside the three-point arc like the Evergreens. Preby, Ebersold, and McFarland all got touches, all excellent outside shooters. Go down low to Studeman. He's got Gilch on him, back out. McFarland drives in. Again, Ebersold had his feet set and was open and didn't pop it. So this is a long possession for the Evergreens in traffic back out. Lot of passing. And the more passing, the longer the possession, the better the chance of the turnover. McFarland drives in, back out. Here's the 3 for the tie. Yes, sir. Preby hits his second 3 of the half. 15-15. So as sloppy as it was for the Evergreens. Well, 10 turnovers in the first half. That's not good. Marcus Hall's going to come back in, and the game is tied. Driving in to break this tie. Basket and a foul. Troy Moots has just scored and will get to the free throw line. Purple Mountain Solutions is your business's go-to for public and private warehousing and product delivery. Whatever it is you're shipping, you know you can depend on Purple Mountain Solutions to get it there safely and efficiently. Zachary Jones called for his second. Three-point play completed. If memory serves, we've seen Moots a lot over the years. He's a good free throw shooter. 18-15. Marcus Hall, they've got him double teamed now, and he picked up his dribble. Evergreens inside. McFarland cuts to the rim and scores. Yeah, some of the Evergreens outside shooters are showing this tendency. They're more willing to bring the ball inside. We've got a stoppage here, and our officials going over to the scorer's table in an 18-17 game. See, the scoreboard's right. What do we got going on here, guys? This is a discussion that the Evergreens are not involved in. Now the Everest bench is getting an explanation for whatever this is. Nothing's changing, right? We're ready to go. That will be a stoppage. That will remain a mystery. Looking to drive in. Piper in traffic, forced that up, tips it around. Marcus Hall just used his height and secured that. Over the back? No, sir. I don't think so. Marcus Hall drives in. He's fouled. This could be a non-shooting foul as Marcus started his move. Corey Page has picked up his second, 5th team foul. Cade Felch is back in. Connor McFarland is out. Evergreen's looking to take the lead with points on this possession. Hall set a screen for him and he went the other way. Set a screen on his right and Hall went to the left. Here's Ebersold. No problem. Evergreen still have possession. 5.5 to go till halftime. Preby hit his last. Drives in, goes back out. Hall pops the three. No good. Round out. I believe that's Blue Jays ball, and it is. Sutton Transport in Weston is your local family-owned trucking company specializing in next-day LTL delivery and national volume LTL services. Rest assured of getting your freight to its destination safely and timely. Sutton Transport, they're in Weston and they're fueled by 40 years of great service with a personal touch. Well, this sure feels like a game that will be decided in the second half, and the Evergreens got to clean it up a little bit. Long two off the glass. Tyson Gilch now has 5. We've seen a couple of games on the Evergreens resume where they've played better in the second half than they have in the first, so maybe that'll be the case tonight. Driving in, Hall reverses, scores, and he gets to the foul line. Hall switched to the left hand while he was going to the basket. Sam Ryman off the bench commits the foul. This will be an attempt at a three-point play. Merrill has no more fouls to give. 20-20. We're tied at 15 apiece. Now we're knotted up again. Three. So the Evergreens play it soft. They were kind of daring Troy Moots to shoot it, and he missed it. Colin Ebersold with the rebound for Everest. 4 minutes to go. Can the Evergreens take the lead as we come down the stretch in the first half? Felch 0 for 1. Bad pass. Saved. Loose. Evergreens have the ball. Hustle play for the Evergreens. Marcus Hall will reset. Hall looks to drive along the baseline. He's fouled. And Marcus Hall's going to get to the free throw line. He'll shoot a 1-and-1. So the Evergreens can take the lead back on this trip to the foul line after a foul on Braden Piper. Our officiating crew is slow to recognize the 1-and-1. Now the scorer's table alerts them. Marcus Hall's already 3 for 3 from the foul line. His 7 leads the Evergreens. 6 for Preby, 5 for McFarland, 2 for Studeman. First is good for Marcus. One of the parents asked me, who's going to be on the Zaleski Sports mic for the Marshfield-Everest game over at Marshfield? I mean, we get our schedule a week in advance here. Could be yours truly. Could be Gene Delicio, who calls a lot of Marshfield Tiger games. Could be Jason Zaleski. Maybe we'll have to do rocks, paper, scissors. Got the ball down low. Gilch now has 7. All deuces. Back out. 3 for another lead change. Preby fills it up. Preby's got 1, 2, 3 threes in the first half and a timeout 2. That make puts the Evergreens back on top with 3:17 to go in the first half. Back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
On a lot of Friday night home games, the DC Everest dance team, I mean, they're the best in the state. They entertain here at the Fieldhouse. But they have an early wake-up call. They're in competition. I believe they're at the Freedom Dance-Off tomorrow, so they're not here tonight. Be entertained by our DC Everest pep band at halftime. And our Zaleski Sports viewers get another coach on a couch. Out of the timeout, Merrill's got the ball. Full court pressure for the Evergreens. See if Braden Piper can solve this. Got Preby on him. Under 3 minutes in the first half on this possession. Back out. Wow, open for a three and not taking it with Sam Ryman. Settles for a more difficult two and he misses. Ebersold ahead to McFarland. Back out Marcus Hall in transition to the rim. Marcus Hall scores. Hall is first to double digits now with 11. Evergreens were up by 5 earlier. In fact, it was a 5-0 lead, and they're up by 5 now. Almost turned over, balls loose. Wow, that was Ebersold who went flying, and a bad pass anyway turns it over. You know what? That's why he put maximum effort. Ebersold didn't get the ball there. So what? He generated a bad pass, and the Evergreens get the ball back anyhow. A lesson within the game here. Here's Marcus Hall, splits, defenders to the rack, no finish. Hall gets it tipped to him by Studeman, foul, no whistle. A lot of contact there. Tyson Gilch looked like he clobbered Marcus Hall. No whistle. 3, good. Sam Ryman off the bench hits. 2 minutes to go in the half, 2-point game. Marcus Hall's battling down. They got the ball to him. Ebersold feeds Marcus Hall. And a foul. The Evergreens still got a couple of fouls to give. It's going to be on Cohen Preby. It is his second. Only the team's fourth. Preby's going to come out here, though. Don't want him to pick up the third with, 99 seconds left until halftime. So Cade Felch will come back in. Merrill will get the ball to start the second half. Turned over. Off the screen, Felch missed his last one, and now he's 0 for 2. And it's one and done as Gilch gets the rebound. Gilch has been solid on the boards, got 7 points. But a lot of size there. Baseline, 3, tough shot, and a miss for Troy Moots. Comes down to McFarland, who's one of the shortest players on the floor. Look what I found, a rebound. Marcus Hall bumped solidly, extra pass down low to Studeman. Hall dishes out another conference-leading assist. And this 6-point lead is the biggest of the night. Open for the three and not taking it. Instead to Moots, who scores inside. 30 seconds left. Wow, the Evergreens are going to have a 3-on-2. That pass was knocked away. McFarland gets it back, and the Evergreens will keep this on the perimeter. 22, 21, 20, almost go time. Marcus Hall has it. Hall's been heating up down the stretch of the first half. 10 seconds now. Marcus Hall surveys. Out to the wing. Ebersol thought about it. McFarland 3, rounding out no good, and that's where the half will come to an end. Not a particularly pretty first half, but the Evergreens will go to the locker room with a 4-point lead, 31-27. We're sponsored by Express Employment Professionals. Find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals. They're in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time and find your next job at expresspros.com. 31-27. Marcus Hall with 13 of the Evergreens' 31 here in the first half. Coach on a Couch when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Today's Coach on the Couch is sponsored by Fleet Farm. Get the lowest Black Friday pricing at Fleet Farm. Find deals on fleetfarm.com starting at 8 p.m. on Wednesday. Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski, visiting today with DC Everest Evergreens boys basketball coach Oliver Drake. Coach, this is normally the time in the interview I ask how many years you've been the coach with the Evergreens and what keeps you coming back, but this is a little bit different. First-year coach, so congratulations. Welcome. Welcome to the Evergreens family. So tell us a little bit about your coaching background and then why DC Everest basketball.
Yeah, well, thanks for the welcome, and we're excited to partner with you. I've enjoyed watching your work from afar, with the football program and some of our other sports. You guys do outstanding work first and foremost, and we're excited to partner with you with our basketball season. I was born in Wisconsin, born in Marshfield, Wisconsin, raised all my life in Neillsville, Wisconsin. My wife is from Cedarburg, Wisconsin, so a big why we're back in the state is family, and so we're excied to be back in the state of Wisconsin, closer to family. Number two is I've spent the last 19 years in collegiate basketball. I was head coach the last 12 years at 2 different institutions in the Midwest, and there just comes a point in your time where we're raising kids, and we wanted to find the right fit to set down some deep roots. So when the DC Everest job opened, we were looking to make a move back to Wisconsin, and it just seemed like a really good place to combine both personal, family, and work. And so that's why Everest. It's been a great transition. We're really, really excited to be here and excited to get things rolling from a basketball standpoint.
Evergreens fans already know this about me. They hate it about me. I'm a 1993 graduate of Marshfield Senior High School. I always say Roll Tigers, but we're happy to have everybody in the mix now, and I think everybody's like you have enjoyed being part of what we do around here. So looking at last year's team, a good basketball team. It looks like you've been left in pretty good shape, handed the keys to a pretty nice car, as a matter of fact. Looking through last year's film and, stats and stuff like that, what did you know about last year's boys basketball team?
Well, the cool thing now, versus when you and I were playing, is videos available. So, not only can you look at stats, but most importantly, you can see, what your eye test tells you in that video, and getting in, really digging into their film from last year. And you're right, we've been left a good situation. Obviously, I think we have one of the best players in the entire state, Marcus Hall. His skill set is second to none in the entire state. His work ethic matches his skill set. We have another really good senior in Connor McFarland. And then a guy coming fresh off the football field having an outstanding year with a ton of upside is Arnold Sangster. So we have 3 really good seniors, coupled with a lot of good underclassmen. So we're excited about our group. Certainly we have a lot of work to do. We know that. But from last year, I'm not too concerned about last year. We're just really focused on now and focused on anytime you're implementing a new system, there's a lot of teaching that needs to take place. And that's really what we're dialed into right now, is really teaching our system, getting our guys to understand not just what we want to do, but most importantly, why we want to do those things, and then how it'll look and what we'll get from it when we do all those things. So excited about our group. We got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, visiting with first-year boys basketball coach Oliver Drake, DC Everest Evergreens. All right, so we talked about Marcus. He was 5th in the state in scoring last year. The team was 11-13 last year, a first-round playoff exit. So coming into this year, I know you mentioned the new system, but is it a matter of, Marcus, he's just going to, go out and do his thing. He's a joy to watch, averaging 30 points a game. Does it need to be more even than that, or should Marcus still, is he still going to lead the team in scoring, and you're going to have to incorporate some other stuff to be better or one step better than 11-13?
Yeah, number one is Marcus going to continue to do some scoring. That's not going to be any secret here. And I think Marcus is willing to do whatever it takes to have team success. So I don't think he's too concerned about his points per game. Obviously, everybody knows he can score it in about every which way. I think the biggest thing is not a scoring issue with what we do. It's got to be a defense and a rebounding issue. And that's where we really got to get dialed in. We really got to be way more consistent and play with more urgency on the defense end and from a rebounding standpoint. So offense certainly was not an issue for them in the past. I don't see that being an issue for us in the present. But what we're really addressing is the things that take no talent. And it takes no talent to get in the stands. It takes no talent to move on airtime, to have hands and feet, to do all those tough things. But it's hard. And it takes no talent to get the mixed rebound. It takes no talent to put a body on body. But it's hard to consistently do those things. So we're really focused on the things that you control day in and day out. And so hopefully we can, and hopefully our fans will see some progress in those areas, because that's really what separates good teams from great teams and okay teams from bad teams, is that defensive rebounding.
Let's talk about the conference you compete in, the Wisconsin Valley Conference. For decades, maybe forever, but for decades, it has been a tough, grit, hard-nosed, dive on the floor, box out, hips, butt, the whole thing. What do you know, and how do you prepare your guys to play in that style of conference?
Yeah, I love to hear that. That's what's it's going to be our DNA. Is going to be defense, rebounding, watching some of the teams from previous year, just kind of get a little handle on it. I love this style of play. I just think it's a blue collar, tough, hard nosed approach, like you said. And again, it's day after day, teaching it, prepping it, correcting it, reteaching it, and just continually emphasizing the things that take no talent. But that doesn't mean they're easy to do, and just continuous looking to get better each day at those tasks at hand. So it's a continual process. We got, like I said, a lot of work to do to get to where we want to get to. This group has a big upside.
Let's talk about your seniors on this year's team. You mentioned a couple already, but as a collective group, I want to talk about expectations. During practice, as a coach, you can stop practice. You can set up scenarios. You can take the ball. But on game day, you're on the sideline, and a lot of times you prefer your seniors to be extensions of you on the basketball floor. What is your expectations of this group of seniors?
Well, you're exactly right on that. If we're going to become the kind of program that I think we can become, we got to become a players coach team. And so you hit it right on the head. That's what we expect. We expect our guys to be an extension of us, to be constantly communicating, to be constantly holding each other accountable. And our guys have done a great job of that thus far. Obviously, we're throwing a lot at them in a short amount of time.
It is halftime, and both teams are back out for the second half shoot-around. I'm Chris Conley. Blue Jays will have the ball, and they'll have a 4-point deficit. First half scoring. Blue Jays led by Carter Batty, the junior, and Tyson Glitch, the senior. Each have 7. 5 for Troy Moots, 4 for Corey Page. And off the bench, Sam Ryman hit a 3. Blue Jays are just 1 for 4 from the foul line, and they've hit 4 threes. Turned the ball over 5 times. Evergreens led by Marcus Hall, 13. Cohen Preby, 9. Connor McFarland has 5, and Casey Studeman has 4. The Evergreens are a perfect 5 for 5 from the foul line, but Marcus Hall took all of those attempts. Everest has 4 threes, and they've turned the ball over 10 times. Clean that up. It'll be a key to victory. We're brought to you by Foundation Finance. Here's your chance to work with a company that really understands growth. Foundation Finance Company has grown every year since they started in 2012. Great full-time and part-time positions. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling and a close-knit, fun-loving group. Full-time benefits from day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. See, yesterday I was down in Stevens Point, did the Pacelli girls game. Boy, do we have a lot of Zaleski Sports sponsors for Pacelli. I mean, they've got families that sponsor the broadcast, and a lot of Stevens Point businesses, too. If you were listening to that broadcast, I was when I got home. You could tell that I have the sniffles. Now, having spent, the last 18 winters in Wisconsin, I know how a winter cold progresses for me. When I wake up tomorrow, it'll be down in my chest. I'll barely be able to talk. I'll be feeling not very good on Sunday, and then things will start to clear up on Monday just in time to go back to work. So the timing is not exactly the way that I would have it. Everest girls are in action tonight. They're playing the Merrill Blue Jays up at the Merrill Fieldhouse. We wish them luck. Merrill would be favored in that game, but not an impossible task for the Evergreens if they play a good one. Elite Auto Care is where Schofield, Weston, and Wausau turn for local, family-owned auto service you can trust. Major and minor repairs, foreign and domestic vehicles. Look to Elite Auto Care on Schofield Avenue in Schofield. Blue Jays inbound. Almost stolen on the inbounds pass, and play is in, and it is. A turnover to start the half. Studeman to Preby, and the Evergreens reset. Hall is left all alone. He's going to hit that 9 times out of 10. Evergreens' lead widens back to 7 on the first possession of the second half. Do the Blue Jays have an answer? No, off the front rim from Braden Piper. Ebersol tipped that over to Hall. Hall gets it back. Hall splits defenders. Extra pass to Studeman, dishing out the assist. Studeman now has 6. This 9-point lead is the biggest of the game. Evergreens are tightening up the defense, too. Preby is pestering Braden Piper. Piper gets it back, was open, doesn't pop it. 3 there from the wing. Corey Page, who now has 7. Yeah, the Blue Jays just don't want to lose contact with the Evergreens. I mean, Marcus Hall's the best player on the floor. You got built-in advantages when you got the best guy. Preby moving to the basket, he's being ridden, and a foul is called. Not sure what Corey Page is complaining about. It is his 3rd foul. But, I mean, he was hip-checking him on that drive to the basket. Page is going to go out. Inbounds 3. Good for Cohen Preby. It's his 4th 3, 12 tonight. Again, we've seen this. The Evergreens turn on the switch in the second half. Baseline 3, no answer. Studeman gathers in the baddie miss. That'll stay with the Evergreens on the long outlet pass. Mutual of Wausau Insurance is protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Find an agent near you. Go to mutualofwausau.com, mutualofwausau.com. Hall's carrying more of the load here. Splits right to the rim. Like the 2 defenders were stuck in concrete. First time we've gone to a double-digit lead tonight. Almost traveled, turned it over instead, and got a reach-in foul. Blue Jays may want a timeout. This has not been a good start. 10-3 run to open the second half. And Braden Piper is called for his 2nd. Here's Preby. Watch him. He's had the hot hand. McFarland. Preby again. Over the top to Marcus Hall, double teamed, back out. Preby open. Well, he's not going to make all of them. Marcus Hall, offensive rebound, right to the rim, round and out of bounds to the Blue Jays. Get Culligan Water for $9.95 a month for your first 3 months. Online at sterlingculliganwater.com, their website. Beg your pardon, here's their website. It's culliganh2o.com. culliganh2o.com. Baseline, 3, no good. Blue Jays are just 1 for 5 from behind the arc. Preby gets the rebound on the Piper miss. Preby's hit 2 of his last 3, so watch Cohen Preby, who's now setting a screen down low. There's a turnover. Carter Batty gets up to 9 points. Yeah, the Blue Jays have been opportunistic on the Everest turnovers. Blue Jays have been not as good in the set offense. All alone from the baseline, Colin Ebersol, no one matched up with him. Colin's first points of the night. Even on a night when Colin hasn't figured prominently, can't leave him that cold. To the baseline, looking for a 3, answer. Yes, from Braden Piper. That's Braden's first basket of the night. So we trade threes, 44-35. 3-ball here. Nothing. Yeah, literally hit. Nothing. Funny, you know, what's the biggest change in high school basketball? The number of shots that originate from behind the three-point line. I mean, the Evergreens, either Marcus Hall takes the ball inside, maybe feeds Studeman, or the shot comes from behind the arc. Basket and a foul. Blue Jays are not going away in this one. That's Corey Page with the basket, and he'll get a free throw as Cohen Preby has just picked up his 3rd foul. Team's first. Blue Jays have not been good from the line tonight, and there it is. So we stay at a 7-point lead. Marcus Hall drives in, kicks out. Sale back out. Felch was open and instead made an extra pass and turned it over. Basket down at the other end for Braden Piper. What was an 11-point lead is now down to 5. Felch has it. Back out. McFarland, extra pass down low and back out. Marcus Hall, 3, good. Marcus Hall, old reliable. First player above 20. Marcus now has 21. So at least when Merrill's gotten closer, the Evergreens have seemed to have had an answer. Down low along the baseline. No foul, but it's a make. Corey Page landed on the seat of his pants. Could have gotten to the line for an extra. 6-point game. Sale, let's see if he's got the range. Too strong. Offensive rebound. Hall is bumped and he scores. Marcus Hall. Marcus Hall's cooking on a big night now, up to 23, and he'll get to the foul line too. Fouled by Tyson Gilch. Gilch is a senior. He's got to know you can't commit that foul there. You got to either collapse on Marcus and make sure he doesn't get the shot. Zachary Jones got some court time in the first half, comes in the second. Connor McFarland is out. Marcus Hall, good. 6 for 6 from the foul line. Double team, loose, still loose, and the Evergreens have it. Felch is going to go back and reset this. Got a whistle, got a foul on the Blue Jays. So a turnover and then a frustration foul. Braden Piper's just picked up his third. Piper and Corey Page each have 3. They're 2 starters for the Blue Jays. The Evergreens, meanwhile, have had only 5 fouls called the entire game against them. 3 of them on Cohen Preby and 2 on Zachary Jones. Owen Sayles' playing time is going to go up with Preby sitting on 3 fouls. To Marcus Hall, Sayles got it back. Marcus in the corner. Dribble, spins, blocked. Good defense there. Back out to the freshman Felch, who misses. Rebound, Zachary Jones, another look. Sayles round and out. Ball is loose. Evergreens have it again. They'll get a third look at the rack on this possession. Points here on this third look could get them back to double digits at the 11.5 mark to play. Ebersol got a screen. Ball's loose. While the Merrill player gave up on that, and the Blue Jays get it anyway. Along the baseline, Marcus Hall. Called for a foul. Hall's a little demonstrative about that. It's only his first, team's second. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes Marcus kind of has his heart on his sleeve. Unfriendly whistle there. The Blue Jays will inbound underneath, trailing by 9. Corey Page comes in with 3 fouls. Sam Ryman, who is spelling him, goes to the bench. Page, the sophomore's got to play this smart. Trouble getting it in. 5-second violation. No, I think they called a timeout. Yeah, Merrill calls a timeout. The 5 count was going to get them. So the Blue Jays will still have the ball when we come back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
Many things have changed over the past 50 years, but one thing has remained the same. Bone & Joint's dedication to providing high-quality care, helping people throughout Wisconsin move better with less pain. Whether you need orthopedic, sports medicine, spine, pain management, podiatry, or physical therapy services, you can count on Bone & Joint's experienced providers to lead the way. Call us and make your appointment today. Bone & Joint, keeping lives in motion for over 50 years.
Evergreens led by 4 at halftime. Got this lead up to 11 twice in the second half and lead by 9 now. I'm Chris Conley. Not even halfway through the second half. Lot of time. Inbound, Zachary Jones, good defense. Almost reached in, no foul. That's what you like. Tight. 3, wing, no good. Braden Piper, long rebound comes out to Cade Felch. Ebersold's cut off on the baseline. Make sure you're careful with the ball here. Back to Sayles. And now Marcus Hall. Hall from the wing. 3 ball, high, arcing, good. Marcus Hall. Going to have a hold off the ball here. Everest bench does not like that whistle. Zachary Jones called for his second. It's the team's third. Now over to the scorer's table. And now we're ready to go again. Open for a set 3. Wow, as open as can be, and it won't go down for Corey Page. Zachary Jones has been productive off the bench for the Evergreens. Got that rebound. To the wing, Felch. The freshman's looking for his first bucket. There it is. Missed 3 earlier, but you know, shooters keep going. Keep going till your luck changes. Dangerous spot here for the Blue Jays. They're down by 15, and on the drive, they've got an answer. Moots gets his 7th point of the night. Hall again. Does he have the range? Yes, he does. Someone's got to cool Marcus Hall off. His 28th, 29th, and 30th points. Hit his last 2 from the same spot. Marcus wants to put an X on the floor right there. 3, does Merrill have an answer? A wild miss. Trying to follow that miss is Moots, I think it's out of bounds off him. No, got a foul here. Marcus Hall will pick up his second. Colin Ebersold is out. Jaden Zoich is in. And one of the things that I like, tough three, feet not set, and Badie misses out of bounds to the Evergreens. One of the little things that's been happening the last couple of games, when the Evergreens go to their bench, they've been getting productive minutes. Guys who are not on the floor a lot. Jaden Zoich, Zachary Jones fits that profile tonight. Arlen Sangster's only been in once, but Sangster was good the last time we played against Chippewa Falls. So that depth is starting to assert itself too. Very positive. Here's Marcus Hall again. Feed the hungry kid. Hall for another three from the other side. Yeah, it doesn't matter where. This will be the biggest night that Marcus has had in a while. In his first couple of games of the season were 30-point games. He's already at 33 now, and the Blue Jays just don't have anyone that can match up against Marcus Hall. Scoring on the drive, and he's hit his last three from the outside. Down low, circus shot, good. That's the weirdest shot you'll see with no foul called. Braden Piper got a whistle, got a timeout. 8.5 to go in this one. The Evergreens have stretched this out. They now lead 62-45. Back after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
For years, our Stone Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Stone Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
Friday night high school basketball on Zaleski Sports. Glad you're with us. I'm Chris Conley. What's been going on here in the second half? Well, Marcus Hall. Hall's just found the range from the outside. And turnovers are down. Evergreens turned it over 10 times in the first half, but just 3 since halftime. Preby now has his 5th 3. Blue Jays look a little disorganized. Baseline 3, no answer from Moots. Stolen here. This is Preby to the rack, contested. Lot of pushing after the miss and nothing. Preby kind of had his legs taken out from him. Reaching around there, Zachary Jones knocks that out. It'll stay Merrill ball. Just want to make sure everything stays under control. Physical after the Preby miss. I know next week we have 2 Everest hockey games against Ashwaubenon on Monday, basket and a foul for the Blue Jays. Ashwaubenon on Tuesday, and then the Evergreens host Wisconsin Rapids over at the Greenheck Fieldhouse rink on Thursday. Everest's next conference game, Wisconsin Rapids, comes calling a week from tonight. That game is also here on Zaleski Sports. Moots made the basket and makes the free throw too. Everest's foul was on Zachary Jones, his 3rd. And the Evergreens have another turnover. From the baseline, tough shot for Badie, and Zachary Jones gets the rebound. Marcus Hall in transition left the ball behind him and turns it over. Back the other way, basket good for Braden Piper. Yeah, there's time left in this one. 15-point game. I guess the Evergreens would sweat a little if it became a single-digit lead. Cross court, dangerous pass. Preby, who's had the reins, left it off the front. Offensive rebound, Jaden Zoich. Yeah, that's exactly what we're saying. Zoich, Jones, Sangster, been productive. Got a whistle, got a foul. One of the Merrill players was hit by Zoich. They got tangled up. And Weeks went down hard. Jaden's first. Team sixth. Connor McFarland will come back in. The Blue Jays go into the bonus the next time the Evergreens commit a foul. Double teamed on the inbounds pass. Blue Jays have numbers if they hurry. Instead, they held up and go back out. So now it's a 5-on-5 set. Cross court, almost thrown out of bounds. Up went Troy Moot to save the possession. 6.5 to go. Reach in on Connor McFarland. 1-1 coming up for the Blue Jays. So we'll see how the bench player, Sam Ryman, is at the foul line. Down by 15, can't be leaving a lot of points at the free throw line. We're sponsored by Auto Select, located on Schofield Avenue in Weston, with dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. They have a 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance. At Auto Select, you're good to go. Auto Select, Schofield Avenue, Weston. Ryman will get one more after the friendliest of rolls. Got them both. Blue Jays have been a little better from the foul line in the second half, now 3 of 4 as a team. To Marcus Hall, exactly who you want to have the ball here. Hall bumped. Still got a couple of fouls to give. Sam Ryman has committed his second, only the team's 5th. 65-52. Felch, no good. So Felch has been kind of cold tonight. That's not such a good foul on Zachary Jones. Jones didn't have position there, just ran into the Merrill player. Obvious call, and Jones is picking up his 4th foul. And in a game like this, where you're trying to close out your opponent, the Evergreens give Merrill a chance to score points, to kind of nibble at the lead with the clock stopped. Don't want that. Front end of the 1-1 is good for Tyson Gilch. He'll get one more. Imperial Industries says when you join the team in Imperial Industries, you're joining a family. The leading manufacturer of welded tanks and silos, plus vacuum tanks and trucks. Apply today. Take advantage of an extensive benefit package, competitive pay, family atmosphere. Imperial Industries. Second free throw is no good. And Marcus Hall, who's been doing everything, gets the rebound. To Ebersol down low, back out. Yeah, the Evergreens don't have to force this. They're in the driver's seat. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Everest. Everest bench. See Coach Oliver Drake. He's demonstrative. Thought his player was bumped right in front of the bench. Yeah, Oliver's got the best view of that, right? Inbounded to Felch. Open for a 3. No good. 1 of 7 for the freshman tonight. Loose, turned over. Bad time for that. Going back the other way, got a foul, and free throws were coming up for Colin Ebersol. Suddenly, a lot of fouls have been called in this game, so we may be here a while before this one is finally over. Moots commits the foul. Now Merrill has no more fouls to give. In the act of shooting here, McFarland's going to shoot 2 free throws. This is the first. These are the first free throws for the Evergreens tonight other than Marcus Hall. Hall 6 for 6. Casey Studeman back in. Felch goes out. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Medford, Edgar, Colby, Merrill. Learn more at nicolaybank.com. McFarland hits the second. 66-53. Again, the Blue Jays have just not been able to get it down to single numbers, which I think is the milepost they're trying to get to. Back-to-back turnovers for Merrill now. Back to Marcus Hall, 33 points. Marcus on all cylinders. Points on the drive, points from behind the arc. Points from the foul line, too. 3-ball, good for Connor McFarland. And just when you think maybe Merrill's going to get back, the Evergreens hit that heartbreaker 3. 5 minutes to go. Blue Jays would fall below 500 with a loss on the drive. Powering it in is Braden Piper. Piper's got 11, all of them in the second half. Blue Jays bench looking for an and one there. Here's Hall again. Don't want to foul Big Marcus. Cross court, Preby open, hits again. Preby had 3 threes in the first half, has 3 threes in the second half. Yeah, the points just coming easier for the Evergreens. They only had 31 at halftime. They're up to 72 now. Driving in traffic, to the rim, up high, and scoring. Basket for Corey Page. Hall almost stepped into the backcourt. Now to Studeman. 3, Ebersold, no good. And the Evergreens battle for that rebound. Studeman got a hand on it and tipped it over to Preby. I know the Evergreens are an up-tempo team, but here's a spot where I'd want to pull this out, work for a good shot. In traffic, extra pass, Studeman clean on the block. The Evergreens will keep the ball. No, the Evergreens, at least in this game, there have been no possessions where the Evergreens have just pulled things out and have been intentional, looking for a backdoor cut or something underneath. The Evergreens have not played that way tonight at all. The light's been green all night. Open 3, McFarland, good. McFarland's got 12. 75-57. Yeah, Blue Jays got within 13. And the Evergreens lead just seems comfortable here. On a drive, got a foul. 1-1 coming up. Cohen Preby has just picked up his 4th. 1-1 for Carter Body. It is live on a miss. To make. Stone Innovations would like to tell you about their Winter Blitz sale. Buy a new countertop and get a free installed stainless steel sink or 10% off the tile backsplash and labor. Discounts on flooring too at the Winter Blitz sale. Stone Innovations. Merrill's going to take a full timeout. Why don't we take one too? Down the stretch we go. Evergreens on top of the Blue Jays. We'll be back in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Welcome back as we come down the stretch of this one. I'm Chris Conley. Evergreens looking to notch a 5th win in a row. One of the things that makes the Evergreens a really tough opponent, well, I mean, there's Marcus Hall. Burn you inside or outside. But the Evergreens have, they've got a whole stable of great outside shooters. Someone's cold, well, someone else will be hot. Tonight, Priebe and McFarland have had the hot hands. Priebe's got 18. McFarland's got 12. The Evergreens go back out to Marcus Hall. Yeah, let's bring this thing under 3 minutes. No, Marcus is going to the rim. Gets his own putback. Yeah, no one showed a lot of interest to battle Marcus for that rebound. That was an easy board and an easy second chance. Three, short. All the way out and gathering in that miss is Piper. Three here, no good. Studeman with the rebound for the Evergreens. Clock works in the Evergreens' favor here. Across to Marcus Hall, didn't need to hoist the three. Three there is rounding out. The Evergreens get the ball back on McFarland's miss. You know what, the Blue Jays, you're looking for full effort from opening whistle to the final horn. The Blue Jays have dogged it down the floor a couple of times. Tyson Gilch gets nothing. It's blocked there by Marcus Hall. We are sponsored by Whitetail Properties. For the best in recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Resch with Whitetail Properties. Share your goals. Brian can tell you where and how to make them happen. 715-213-4468 for Whitetail Properties. 715-213-4468. Whitetail Properties. Let's thank our game day sponsors, Era Pancakes, Merrill Iron and Steel, and the Jamie Schley American Family Insurance Agency. What we got going on here? We've got some administrative stuff going on. The foul's on Zachary Jones. They're saying that he didn't check in. Jones is coming in with 4. And now he's welcome to the floor. Off the inbounds. 3, no good for Batty. Yeah, the Blue Jays cold from behind the arc. Hall is stripped. Pass hits the underside of the backboard, and on the Batty miss, Marcus Hall gets the rebound. Not sure if I want Marcus Hall in at this stage of the game. Evergreens are not in danger. We're going under 2 minutes. I know, it's stats time. Priebe again. Missed that one. Banging down there is Zoich, and Zoich's going to be called for a foul, I think. Yep, we'll walk down to the other end. Shoot the bonus. 2:02 left. Carter Batty shoots the 1-and-1. One more coming. (77-61). Blue Jays have the trap back on. Priebe's got it. Now to Jones in the corner, and Jones reach in. 1-and-1 coming up for Zachary Jones. Arlen Sangster's going to come in on the next whistle. See if Zachary Jones can get himself into the scorer's column. Marcus Hall's going to be done for the night. 35 for Marcus. Last 3 games, 14 points, 28 points, and now 35. Jump ball on the wedge, and the Evergreens are going to get it. Zachary Jones here. Priebe, Jones. Arlen Sangster to Jones, who thought about the 3, got a whistle. You know what? The game's not in doubt. We don't need a lot of fouls down the stretch here, do we? No, we do not. We started late, so this game's taken a while to conclude. Carter Batty has picked up his third foul. And Takari Jones will get another chance from the foul line. No good. Outside three, short. You know, the Blue Jays have just not helped themselves because they've been so cold from behind the arc. Arlen Sangster gets the rebound. Reach in will send Preby to the foul line. Makes the first. Preby gets one more. This would bring Preby, the sophomore, to 20 points if he's true on his final free throw. Connor McFarland's night is done. Cade Felch comes back in. Yep, Preby, 20. Owen Sale comes in. Preby's had a nice night. Blue Jays will put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new players. The Evergreens are going to be the first team to 10 wins in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. They'll improve to 10-3 overall, 4-1 in league play. Blue Jays fall to 5-6 and 2-3 in conference, turned over. The official is looking over at the Merrill bench like something was said before this ball was inbounded. See if we can play out this final minute incident-free. Felch, Zeutsch. There's Sale. Sale looks to drive in, extra pass. Felch, 3 from the corner, it's good. So this game is going to end with the Evergreens widening. Under 30 and a steal from Arlen Sangster. What's going to happen here? Rim rocker for Arlen Sangster. Teammates having fun. And you know what? The Merrill coach is going to get teed up here. He's yelling at the Everest bench. Didn't like that. Didn't like the dunk. The Merrill coach popped up off the bench, got all the way to the scorer's table, and was yelling something over at Oliver Drake. I don't think you can do that. No technical foul. Again, we had 17 seconds left in the game. But no, I mean, Arlen's a big kid, doesn't see a lot of playing time. And 17 seconds from now, let's see how these teams line up and make sure that we can get out of the field house tonight incident-free. Long 3 short, and there's Arlen Sangster with the rebound. Evergreens are just going to hold it and collect their victory. 84-61 will be the final score tonight. Let's just look across the way and make sure that everything's good with our sportsmanship at the end of this one. 35 tonight for Marcus Hall. Coach Oliver Drake shaking hands with the Merrill players. And yes, everything's good. Evergreens 84-61. These teams will play later again in February up at the Merrill Fieldhouse. So the Evergreens no worse than keep themselves right in second place, still chasing the Marshfield Tigers, one game behind. 84-61 is the final tonight. That's going to wrap up our play-by-play coverage. We'll go down to courtside in a minute, brought to you by Nasonville Dairy. The Nasonville Dairy post-game show powered by fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your curds at Nasonville Dairy, Curtis, Marshfield, and online, NasonvilleDairy.com. Thanks for spending a Friday night with us at Zaleski Sports. I'm Chris Conley, repeating our final score. DC Everest boys 84, Merrill 61.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10. NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Lyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burned down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968, and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. It's an open market, it's huge. You know, the opportunity for diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of stuff. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right, we have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy, and we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin but in the United States marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Frio, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Post-game coverage with Coach Oliver Drake. This was only a 4-point game at halftime. It ends up 84-61. Turnovers down in the second half, and that's always a key to good play.
Yeah, I thought our guys picked up the defensive intensity. The ball pressure was better, which created some energy for us and got us out in some passing lanes. And we just played faster. We played more aggressive. We played the way that we're capable of playing in the second half.
Big night for Marcus Hall, but he's going to get his. And, the biggest change in the basketball program, and I think the way high school basketball is played now, a lot of teams, you have one player that drives, or you're looking for open shots behind the arc, and you've got so many good shooters, somebody's going to be hot. Cohen Preby tonight, McFarland hit a couple for you, so one guy's not, just find the hot hand.
That's right, and our guys, they don't care about who's going to get theirs. They want us to get ours, and so I think they've done a nice job of sharing the ball, and as you talked about, finding the guy that gets hot and just making sure we continue to move the ball and play team basketball.
That is one of the nice characteristics of this team. It is an unselfish group.
Yeah, and that starts with Marcus. I mean, Marcus averages almost 7 assists a game. Obviously, he could force a lot of shots up. He could shoot before anybody else touches it. But you see he's constantly looking for his teammates, and in turn, he's empowering them. He knows that it's a team game, and he knows he's got to get those guys involved if we want to become the kind of team we can become.
Before I let you go tonight, this was Teacher Appreciation Night before the game. Someone told me the team's cumulative grade point average starts with a 3, which is fabulous. I heard 3.7, but we still got some grades to come out. That's really nice that the kids are having success on the court and in the classroom.
Well, and that's where it starts, right? Like, if you're not getting it done there, then you're not going to be out here. And our guys are just they're just really, really solid guys from a character standpoint. They do a lot of really nice things on and off the floor, and certainly in the classroom they're outstanding.
Big second half tonight. Congratulations. Enjoy the win.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
35 for Marcus Hall, 20 for Cohen Preby. The Evergreens 84-61 over the Merrill Blue Jays, improving to 10-3 and still in second place in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. That wraps up our Zaleski Sports coverage tonight. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us on Zaleski Sports.